Anthony Edwards was the #1 pick, and this is what happened. I went back to read the comments from when Anthony Edwards was drafted. Jarek13XC, top 1% commenter, good for you, says aspiring rapper and football player Anthony Edwards. Deleted account says Vikings got their guy. Sertia Linho says starting out at Atlanta Vikings and ending up with the Minnesota Timberwolves. Interesting. LMAO 101 says the Wiggins comparison after today's interview showing he doesn't care about basketball and now going to Mini are definitely appropriate. Rooting for him though because he's been through a lot of tragedy. Tuck Yourself RS says cold take. Wiggins can't rap, dance, or lace up cleats on Anthony Edwards' level. If you don't know, Anthony Edwards used to play football, and a thing that went viral before his draft was that he basically said he can't watch basketball, like he just can't do it. So that's where RS/NBA account comes in and says also hates to watch basketball. Eric Bachman just quotes him and says, I just can't get into it. And a lot of people are really down on him after he said that because of course he's about to be an NBA player, and one of the things that they do a lot is watch film. So that's why people were like, wait, what? Ray3142 says, did ESPN just play a blank cartoon instead of basketball highlights? And Doomstar32 replies, his nickname is Ant-Man. They couldn't help themselves. OU is back, says, this pick makes a lot of sense. Neither the Timberwolves or Edwards like playing basketball. Walty Balls says, damn. Careless Emo says, can't enter this topic and expect zero savagery, Timberwolves fans, or really any topic on our NBA. Blank of a Unicorn says, why must you hurt me? And LaFiel du Poseidons, whatever that means, says, as a Minnesota sports fan, you should be numb. Deleted account says, I will withhold judgment until after his rookie season. The Taquito Mosquito says, Wiggins won Rookie of the Year. Yeah, a lot of people were really ragging on Wiggins in this thread. But guess what? Wiggins won an NBA championship with the Warriors in 2022, and he was one of their best players during that whole championship run. So a lot of these people probably take back their comments now. Deleted account says, how do I feel about this? Hack as is lax says, talent good. Work ethic and interest in the game, not so good. Shrug, you could have done worse. Clutchmond, I don't know where I got diamond from. Said, where's the evidence that his work ethic is poor? And Ammomatic says, don't listen. The thing is blocking the thing, but it basically says, don't listen. He's the best fit with your existing core. Viking M13 says, I'm feeling pretty good, not gonna lie. If we can rein in his shot selection and capitalize on his defensive potential, this pick will pay dividends for us, in my opinion. Eat Deeply says, amazing, best prospect in the draft. Number 333 says, Edwards is undoubtedly going to have a game where he scores 30 points, and there's going to be people mocking, saying, armchair Reddit GMs wouldn't have drafted him because he likes to rap. But I can't see this dude becoming a legit franchise cornerstone. Best case, he's a blank of a scorer, but this many questions around a dude's work ethic rarely result in him becoming a monster at the next level. Like I said, people really did not believe in Anthony Edwards. And that comment about not watching basketball really changed the narrative around him. And he obviously is the face of the Timberwolves franchise now. We all know that. But KCA J. Fraud Neckcods, that's a name. So to be fair, Cat's kind of the cornerstone. Minneapolis boy said, I think you forgot how much this sub hates Cat. My name is Optical says, yeah, I don't think we're looking for him to be the cornerstone of the franchise. Wow. Like I said, these people did not believe in Ant. Deleted account said, I was not expecting them to go with Edwards. Beef Jerky LB says, it seems no one wanted the first pick, and I think this was the best pick for them. Duessel Kerr says, D'Lo Edwards Cat, about to average 80 in a game together and have the worst defense in the league. I don't speak Italian. That's a good name. Says they're happy. And JNew2K says, let's see how much he loves basketball after his first winter in Minnesota, LOL. Good luck, AE, from a UGA grad. JK LOL BRB1. That's a good name. Says, you don't play basketball outside. It's really not that bad. And deleted account says he has 8 million reasons to love b-ball. Dr. Huggy MD says, they took a player first overall who doesn't like to watch basketball and would rather be in the NFL. Excello's Pie says, he can rap though. Cantinoza says, I bet I can guarantee that, hold on. I guarantee you at least a dozen players in the NBA do not like basketball. They just don't disclose it to the public because they're smart. And I have no comment on that because I don't know any of them, so I can't speak to who likes basketball or not. But we did hear Patrick Beverley say on his podcast, I believe, one time that 50%, I think he said 50% of the NBA players don't really love basketball. And I can't say whether that's accurate or not because he was in the NBA and I'm not. So Clutchmond is back and says, y'all are blank losers. He's going to be a great player. Osterion says, or maybe not. Swychosis says, are there red flags? Yeah, there are. But the upside for Edwards is just so tremendous. Definitely the best player in the draft. Luke Harper for president. Okay, let's see if that person runs for president. Gonna see a lot of these posts on old takes exposed. Shepdog says he has all the talent. Watching his highlights, he really looks like the real deal. I am excited and really hoping he turns out to be as great as he can. Champagne Syrups says, Wolves fans, how do you feel? And Amit Kaufman says, I'm happy. I know what he said, and I can't say I'm not a little bit worried, but I think he's a better prospect and a better fit than LaMelo. Also, Admanthium, I don't remember if that's a good thing. Isn't that like a thing from a movie? This is why reading the names can be dangerous sometimes because I don't know what half of these things mean, if I'm being honest. So I just hope I'm not saying anything bad. But anyway, he says, away we go. Maximum Insanity said, yeah, baby, that's the right call. His pension says, this might not be the most popular opinion around, but I think Edwards is going to be an absolute stud. So, I mean, a couple people actually believed in him, but again, you could see the majority were just like question marks. Blizzard with 1Z says, Wiggins 2.0, baby. MG_MN said, seems like a lot of hate towards this pick, but would you rather select a guy who struggled in the Australian League? Tough choice either way. Ask me if I suck. Okay, do you suck? Said mild shock. Dr. Breakfast says steal. Quality cucumber. Ooh. Remember the first edition or the second edition, whatever I did. Remember, I love pickles. Again, naturally fermented ones only. So, cucumbers, love it. Top 1% commenter, also good for you. They must have thought the Pelicans were drafting first with the 60th pick with how long they took. My dad is not your dad. Well, that is correct. Said, guessing no one wanted to trade up. Ab0 says, I don't know if he'll live up to the #1 pick. I hope he succeeds though. Bushwick Delis says confirmed instead of confirmed. LaMelo will be the GOAT. Nevermore C says, regardless of what happens, I feel like this story is going to be a lot of fun to look back on in a few years. Well, hello, Nevermore C. I'm here. I'm looking back on the thread. And BF Winner says, I kind of feel bad that no one cares about the #1 pick this year. I hope the T-Wolves win a ring. It makes everyone else cry. MN Warrior says, soured on Edwards a bit these last few days, but with regards to effort and overall size, hello, this is not what he said. Soured on Edward a bit these last few days with regards to effort and overall desire for basketball. But I do see the talent. He was my guy for most of this process. Oh my God, hello, why can't I read this guy's comment? Athletic, good size, ability to get to the rim with both hands, got the step back, just an array of offensive moves for such a young player. Sky Blaster Musketeer says, should have taken LaMelo. Ugh. If nothing else, it would have been better for the fan base and getting more fans. Walter says, guess we're taking our pick for next year. GG. Amnesiac225 says, what pick? Master says, says, I'm just glad we didn't get LaMelo. And we'll leave it on this one. Mill3241 says, I don't follow college at all, so I don't know any of these players. Is everyone mad at this pick just because of the interview where he seemed to not be interested in basketball? Do you think he was purposely trying to tank his own value? I mean, the fact that the Warriors had the second pick, I could see players not wanting to get picked first. Maybe he'll be really good for us, but would have preferred another team. Can't say I completely blamed him. And while I don't know if that was what Anthony Edwards' plan was, that is an interesting concept because we know the Warriors won a championship in 2022, post 2020. So, and they had Steph Curry, still had Klay Thompson, Draymond, they had Wiggins. So, it's an interesting concept. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this edition and see you next time. Bye!